policy changed for permission on photo video documentation, where they were allowed to do it before, but then it changed and they now have to sign that they can't do it unless they get prior permission. And the reason I asked this question, let me go all the way through, is I adopted 2 dogs back in October here, and the reason I adopted those dogs was one of those dogs was the highlighted dog and they had put him on, and that's how I found him. And then when I came in, we found a second. And so we now have Daisy Duke and Roscoe Coltrane, who now live with us. But if Roscoe's picture had been put on when she was Kai at the time and had been in a foster for 5 months, and then the foster returned him, and he was in a situation, so he really needed a family. If it wasn't for the fact that the volunteers were able to post those pictures, Roscoe wouldn't necessarily still be here, even though I may have found Daisy at a later date. Also, because of them being able to post pictures prior to those 2, which I adopted because I lost my other 2 in August, I had somebody who was able to send me a picture from a rescue who pulled a dog from here who had cancer. And if I had not gotten her from the foster, she probably would have been euthanized. And I had her for 2 full years with a rare cancer in her lung, and she lived a great life. But without being able to get those pictures and seeing those videos, that's potentially 3 dogs that would have not gotten adopted. And so that's why I'm asking, why was the policy changed from where prior they've always done it, and now the policy is you can't do it unless you sign and come to me and say, I want to do this first and get permission. It just seems to me that hinders that ability more than helps that ability. And I would think you would really want as many dogs showcased as possible to be able to have people actually see them, because you never know what dog's going to catch somebody's eye. And I have friends on Facebook, and then we share with those friends, and we share with those friends those videos. Those videos, I know a friend of mine has also adopted 2 dogs from here because of those videos. So I would like to see if there's anything that can be done about not hindering them by requiring a prior permission to do something they've done for years and years and years successfully.
I want to say thank you for adopting 2 dogs.
3.
3 dogs from us. And what I have seen since we implemented the new policy, which is that not for photographing in non-public areas without permission, you can still photograph in public areas, is really seeing the level of engagement with the volunteers and the animals increase. I know that there is a lot of pressure for all of us to, this is such a good dog, why can't you get out, why can't you get out of here? I'm gonna take a photo or take a video. And what ends up happening is we spend a lot of time on our phones, right, and not with the animals.
The result speaks for itself.
It's not about you, it's about animals.
Please, guys.
It's not an answer, she's not answering.
I'm talking about the volunteer cameras, and what it says specifically is that
program here and
really
stay calm.
discourage the use of cell phones while you're here, because those dogs, those passive social